It's Halloween season. Time to solve horror mysteries. Whodunits? Are ghosts real? What the fuck was that last Halloween movie? Even the second one, I do not like how Michael Myers killed the whole fucking town in hand to hand combat. And since we're wrestling fans, we are going to solve the mystery of CM Punk. Is he going back to WWE? Recently, rumors have came out now saying it's not possible. But before we discuss on if we think it's going to happen, make sure you GTS the like button, subscribe to the page to follow along for more whodunits in the wrestling world. All right, so the mystery of CM Punk and WWE, is it going to happen? What's your belief on this?
Well, first off, solving a mystery. If it's like Scooby Doo, I hope I get one of those gigantic sandwiches that Shaggy would eat. But I think that the reports that are coming out now that they're not talking to CM Punk is like a diversion or like a red herring because I don't think he's going to be at Survivor Series. I think it's going to be at the Royal Rumble because that's the 10-year anniversary of him leaving. So they're putting it out now. They don't want people to get their hopes up that he's going to be at Survivor Series. But I mean, I'm 50-50 on if he's really coming back or not because there's positive things to it and there's negative things to it, and I don't know if one outweighs the other. So the reason I would be excited about it is there's some matchups that I could kind of get behind, and that's the first one is Roman adding Punk's name to his list of title defenses. The next one would be a rematch with Brock. I thought that their first match was really good. And then there's, matches with Cody, AJ, Seth, Kevin Owens, the Judgment Day, and Gunther are all kind of intriguing to me. So that's the only positive kind of ideas I think for him coming back.
What's the negatives?
There's been a lot of reports lately that since Triple H has been named the head of creative, that the WWE locker room is kind of synergized and there's a lot of camaraderie there. And I feel like if you bring Punk in, I don't want to say Punk's a cancer. I don't want to go that far. But clearly, drama kind of follows him around. And I think there's a lot of guys he's had issues with in the past. I know there's been reported issues with AJ Styles over some stuff, Kevin Owens. Roman Reigns has come out and said that they've had issues. Seth, Miz, and I feel like there's issues with Cody and Punk. So it's like you're going to have to do a lot of apologizing and, water under the bridge, and you're going to have to go a long way to kind of fit in and get all that stuff behind you. So I don't know if that's going to work, and if I don't want to – I really enjoy WWE right now, and I don't want someone coming in and kind of turning things upside down.
Yeah, because for me personally, it feels like AEW is just stuttering, and it's all started with the CM Punk drama.
Yeah.
I think he is going back there. I think all the Easter eggs, this is my biggest reason, probably is, well, he needs to do it to save his legacy.
Yeah.
And they're dropping the hints involving Seth Rollins. So he can save his legacy by main eventing WrestleMania Night 1 against Seth Rollins. Rollins will give him a perfect match.
And I like that idea that you mentioned that with Seth and Seth giving him a good match because it reminds me of the Ric Flair-Shawn Michaels match at WrestleMania 24. Not so much that Punk's 70 years old or however old Ric Flair was at that time. But I think you could clearly see, and when he was in AEW, there was kind of some ring rust. And I feel like where Seth's at now, Flair tells the story of HBK was like, shut your mouth and listen to me. And I feel like if you give him Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, it's a similar thing where Seth can be like, just shut up and listen to me. And Seth's going to, like you said, give him a perfect match for his WrestleMania main event. It would be Punk's first WrestleMania main event, which Kevin Owens has two, just to put that out there.
That's the thing, too. It's right now, I don't see who Seth Rollins can main event WrestleMania with, especially for that title.
Yeah.
You can get the title off him. give Damian Priest and Finn Balor that in the
Yeah.
Judgment Day, who's been carrying Monday Night Raw. I know Rollins might feel like he does, but it's really
You
the Judgment Day show.
you could give Seth Rollins, not to go off on the side, but you could give him the Ultimate Challenge, which the Ultimate Challenge was when Intercontinental Champion Ultimate Warrior challenged WWF Champion Hulk Hogan.
That
So you give him Gunther as Intercontinental Champion versus World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins.
that would be huge. I just don't think WWE will do that.
Oh yeah,
The other thing too is Roman Reigns. You mentioned the list. All right, not to shit on Cesaro, but his name on this list is terrible for
Yeah.
the people that Roman's defended. If you add Punk to that list, it's just insane. So you have Jey Uso. He elevated a tag team guy who no one saw single star
to the main
potential in.
event. Literally, it's in his name.
Yeah, main event Jay. You have Kevin Owens, Hall of Famer. Daniel Bryan, Hall of Famer. Edge, Hall of Famer. Rey Mysterio, Hall of Famer. And his match with Rey Mysterio was a Hell in a Cell on a SmackDown.
Yeah.
So just epic.
Power bombed him into the cage, by the way. One of my favorite spots.
John Cena, who's probably GOAT. Brock Lesnar, Hall of Famer.
Shout
Goldberg.
out that last man standing match. I'm sorry to keep interrupting you, but
The run's been epic. Goldberg, Hall of Famer. Logan Paul. I don't really get Logan Paul, but he has a huge fan base.
yeah.
So like
And good
popular.
match.
Yeah, it was a
Carried
good
him to
match.
A great match.
He's very good in the ring, Logan
Yeah.
Paul. Matt Riddle, I love, but yeah, he's not a Hall of Famer. He's just, I mean, he's better than Cesaro.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman, again, that's a decent name. Like there was a time in wrestling where Braun looked like he was
Yeah.
going to be a Hall of Famer. Drew McIntyre to me is on the fence, but I lean Hall of Fame. Sami Zayn, again, is on the fence to me. I know a lot of people probably would put him in with this honorary Us run.
Just to be fair, Coco Beware's in the Hall of Fame, so it's like half of the guys you just named are going to be in the Hall of Fame.
I guess it's because I recently see Dave's Hall of Fame for the Wrestling Observer, and like
Yeah.
it's supposedly super hard to get in where they don't think Roman's gonna get in, and I was like, damn, no.
That's just yeah.
Finn Balor, and Big E I put as questionable Hall of Famer guys too that
Yeah.
might make it, but like really, the only whatever name on his list is Cesaro.
Yeah, but like the list you named, if you look at it, what's cool about it to me is if you take Seth and KO and Cesaro, you get
Sami Zayn.
yeah, KO, Sami Zayn, and Big E. Those are NXT guys, and Finn. Throw Finn in there. Those are NXT greats. Seth, Daniel Bryan, and Cesaro. Those are Ring of Honor greats, and then Cody, and now if you add CM Punk, those are probably your two biggest AEW stars. So it's like that's three wrestling companies that Roman Reigns has ran through. And not just those companies, but also legends. Rey Mysterio, Edge, Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, John Cena. Those are legends. So, I mean, this list that Roman is compiling is insane. And I would love for CM Punk to be on it.
Yeah, and what you're mentioning about the promotions, it also gives even more credence to that title, how special it is.
Yeah.
That these other company guys they wanna win the title in WWE, and
Yeah.
Roman has it, and Roman's just beating everyone.
Right. And it's like, yeah, he's like on God mode. He's wiping out other companies' legends, and he's wiping out legends. And also what you mentioned with I want to like kind of look at the match with Sammy, the match with Logan Paul, and the match with Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle. Those were like moments. They weren't just great matches. Those were like big moments. I mean, the crowd reaction for the Sammy and the Drew matches were insane. And he doesn't just like come in and beat guys. He makes you think they're going to beat him. I mean, that was one of the CM Punk at Money in the Bank 2011 is the same as Sami Zayn in Montreal at that Elimination Chamber. Like the crowd was so behind him. And the reactions he got was huge. And just for Roman, like Roman was a big part of that. Like they got behind Sammy against Roman. So if you give him Punk, he's going to make that a moment.
And Punk's going to get just as big, maybe even bigger crowd reactions as what you're talking about right there.
I mean, if you do Roman and Punk in Chicago, it's like
Yeah.
that's gonna be an insane like crowd reaction.
And people will think that CM Punk has a chance of winning
Yeah.
because of his reputation, because of how good he is in
And
the ring.
also, you're so deep into Roman's run, someone's gonna beat him, and now, yeah, you're gonna every time a new credible threat comes along, you're gonna be like, oh, this is it, and it's like Punk's not, but you're
And
gonna get behind him.
it saves Punk's legacy.
Yeah.
Like, if you come in and put over the greatest run in modern era history for WWE,
Yeah.
like, that's how you show everyone, hey, I'm a team player. Because realistically, the drama in AEW made it seem like he wasn't a team player.
Yeah.
In the comments, let us know if we've helped you solve the mystery of if CM Punk is going to WWE.